Springs Municipal to submit our forms. It's the day of submission. It's like we said before, to say that the office that is running there, it's escaped. So we are submitting by ourselves to council, his office.
No, it doesn't need each hand. Actually, appointment it was 9:30. But first, before we can do media here, we need to ask you, will you allow us, the media, to take us here, or he mustn't take you, he can stand here and...
No, I don't worry.
You are the true councillor, man. You are the true councillor. Others, they don't want.
I've got nothing to hide.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can we have register first? Because we are meant to do. We need even to write those people that are from that side outside. Can we have a register? And can we have a short prayer? Because hey, cancel is hard. No. This is a yeah, you can put us. And I don't have to end my life if you can give me one.
I've got lots of pens.
Yeah, please, Gonzalo, please.
But they're not very good pens.
No problem, sit down.
Can I sort of look at a form to see what they
You can bring one.
so that we can picture what we're doing here. I want to just look at it, then I will keep a record of them, and then I will give them to Shah. So look, these are the forms that have come in, and then they must go through those forms and tell me if they have any disputes.
Yes.
And that's the next point.
And you know what's happening in council? I still remember he spoke to that guy from Shah, ex-pops.
Yes.
So he agreed with, I remember because we still have that, the video for it. That guy, he said to us, we must comply with us.
Yeah.
Now we need to comply.
Yes.
So after comply, we will talk.
Yeah.
So you know what's happening? That office, his office, people they comply. Now they're taking money into their accounts.
But is it the office or is it the contractor that they will? Have they appointed a new contractor to take, or new company to take over? They are handling it directly. Okay, now that's something I've got to be clear about, because I had a feeling that they were going to hire somebody else and give the contract to somebody else, so that we got another in place of that company that we can presume is now bankrupt.
He says that office is temporary.
Even
office.
Yes, but it's being run by Shah. It's not being run by somebody else.
It's somebody else.
It's somebody else.
It's elegant. Is that elegant
thing? It's not Shah.
Elegant.
Because we said Shah must run it.
So that's why it's difficult for us. As that time we spoke councillor at the pops, we said,
this is the form.
So basically, I need to copy this page.
okay. I think the empty, just ask him just so it doesn't have an empty, so that we can go. Yeah. Because
All I want to keep for my records is this page and this page. And I know who the person is, I know a little bit about their residence. This person wasn't here, when did this person move in, and that type of thing. Those are the disputes. Those are the sort of disputes that are going to arise.
Yeah.
And if they do arise, then I must be in the position to come back to you and say, this is the situation for you. These are all okay. Now we must have a look at these as the exceptions, if there are exceptions. So that's, who's doing this for you? Somebody down the passage photocopying or whatever?
No, the guys are busy compiling all the forms.
Is
The
that-
forms are already filled.
They
It's
just-
just that we're checking it with the
register.
that corresponds with the register.
Then you'll give all the forms.
Yes.
I will then copy of that.
Yes.
I will keep it in my file, and then I will organize a meeting with Shra and say, right now I want to talk to you about these things. And I'm
Okay.
handing these things over to you, you sign for me that I've
Yes.
received them. And I've got copies of them, so we can't have an argument in the future.
Yes,
Okay.
Councillor,
Because our councillor, the problem is with that office. Things are not transparent, and
Join the club, things are not transparent anyway.
yeah. And you know, when I think the ideal situation for us would be for them to tell us if maybe a 2-bed is this much, a 1-bed is this much, because we've been given different amounts. Me and you can apply for the same flat, same block, but we're gonna get different amounts, and they're not billing us as per how the social housing should work. They're billing us as if I'm looking for a place maybe in town to stay. Because some of the people were asked to pay 4.8 for a 2-bed.
Yeah, I understood, my understanding from that was they look at your income
Yeah.
and then they determine what you can afford.
Yes, yes.
So if they think you can afford 5,000 a month, they charge you 5,000 a month. If they think you can afford 2,000 a month, they only charge you 2,000.
Yeah.
but
Now that's the problem.
That's a
So-
problem because you look at how, I think for us, maybe I could have said, maybe we shot ourselves in the foot by agreeing to pay before the services. Because they're not giving us any services. It's fine, we're saying we were gonna pay so that we can comply. But now, these different amounts, I don't know what criteria are they using, because I think the lady doesn't even have.
Well, okay, no, that's what I'm going to ask for.
Yeah.
I want to know what
She
is
should
the
send your
policy.
face and then she gives you
If
an amount.
there's a policy, it must be down in writing, so. But now the problem there is proof of earnings. That becomes the next one. It'll become the next problem. Because people will lie about their earnings and make them lie. That's a possible problem. But that's fine, I'll discuss that and say, well, how do you determine? Are you sure that those people are earning what they say they are?
And another issue is we would also like to know, because a lot has happened. Most people now are unemployed, but they have businesses, they have income. I think for those ones, we really also need information as to what criteria are they going to use based on those people that are self-employed.
That's what worries me, because people are self-employed,
Cash
they
flow
work
is
their
a-
cash and they're not declaring what they're earning.
Mm.
So that's a problem with the system.
They do have money in their bank accounts, it goes in. Like the gentleman we have, Eddie, he gave them their bank statement, they approved him because he's a self-employed person.
And Councillor, another issue we have is they told us that the office should be run by a non-profitable organization, someone who's not been driven by profits. But now, that company is not an NPO that's running the
That's
office.
why they go.
That is why the
They
rents
say
are high.
4.8.
That is because with them they are driven by profits and it's not an NPO.
and another thing.
That's why socialism doesn't work. When I try to explain to people, you can't run businesses that don't make profits. You can't run a municipality for free.
No.
You can't do it. And this is the problem that we have with municipalities. This is the problem. If these municipalities are the problem of collapse, they make up.
But
They
in
spend all the
socialism,
money.
we believe that if there's laws that you need to be governed by. So
Be governed by rational laws, but you can't. If you're going to have social housing, then the government must run social housing. They must
Yes.
contract it out.
And you are.
exactly
Third
what they
parties.
do.
Third
No one's
party.
The
gonna
third
work for
party
nothing.
is driven
No
by
one.
Who's going to
profits.
work for nothing?
Nothing.
If someone tells me I must go and open a business but I mustn't make any money myself, Is that logical?
That is why Let's Care decided to mismanage funds, because they were saying you work for free, so it's better to eat the money, because I can't work for free.
They say to us, the reason why maybe they're charging us so much, it's because now there's debts that were created by
Let's Care.
the previous management. But now they're not bringing the previous management to book, because they need to, approach the law, and they need to be prosecuted. So now we're paying for something we didn't do. They failed to do their due diligence with the previous company. So I think now we are suffering, we have to pay more.
Well,
because
yeah,
of the
because they've made a mess.
mistakes.
As we said earlier on during the previous meeting, to say that let's Shra and let's care. Let them fix their mess. We don't have any problem
of paying. We
Where's the
understand
balance
how
sheet?
things work. We need to pay. But now, if there's a mess, they need to sort it out.
So I don't know whether Councillor from the previous meeting, did you keep in touch with them, those guys? Or?
I've spoken to them a couple of times.
Okay.
They're just waiting. They've been waiting for these forms.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said to them, I want the
Thank you.
forms. I want to see who's involved. How many forms do you have?
I think it's to that database. It's close to 100 now.
How many flats are there in Sondela?
Can I ask our leader?
Yes.
We brought almost 100 now.
Folks.
We brought 100 now. I'd like them together, so that I can
Yeah,
have one
yeah,
meeting.
when I was put it
What
in
is it?
200, I want them together so that I can set up a meeting and say, right, this is the next step.
Yes.
These people pay, and then we're gonna have to sit down with the municipality and see what we can do about services. But municipalities not getting new services to function, they're going to pay for those services. Because the municipality is also sitting with a huge cable debt.
It's a huge cable.
So we're now talking millions,
So I just want to find out, Councillor, is Shra expecting us to pay in advance?
Well, this is a question because obviously you've got rental and you've got electricity. They're two totally different things. So unless the municipality is happy that the situation has been stabilised and Shra is in agreement that it has been stabilised, and the only way Shra can sit down and say we have a stabilised situation is if they are receiving rent. And if they are receiving rent, then we can sit down at the table with the municipality and say we have a stable situation. We have one of the things that's got to be done is you've got to have an election for a committee to represent, a genuine committee to represent. Personally, I always think with a group this size, you're going to need a secret ballot to do it the same way as the rest. And that committee then can come and talk to the municipality and say, we are paying rent. Shra must agree, yes, they're paying rent. All right, then we will start to bring services back. I take it you all have meters for prepayment.
Yes, we do.
So
Even if it's
all
a third
prepayment,
party.
so
Yeah,
it's just a question of fixing the
Fixing the
infrastructure.
infrastructure.
Yeah. So that's not as easy as it sounds. Because it's now got to find a way to get the budget.
So I just want to find out, can't municipality remove the previous management account aside and open a new one?
They will have to. We'll have a look at that, but the problem is the municipality is going to say, well, who's going to pay all the back electricity?
They must take this owner into account. I mean,
They
we
must-
don't owe.
Yeah, well, the rightful thing is they should sue the green.
They should sue them. Yeah, it's not our
But
problem.
those are the fine
things.
points where when we get to the stage where we've got agreement that it's now stabilised and we've got a stable representative committee,
Stable.
then we get all three parties around the table, the municipality, the committee and Shra.
Yes.
And
We can,
we bring the energy department in.
yes.
And we say, right, now what are we going to do?
yes, yes.
We're going to write off
That is debt.
previous debt, or we're going to write off part of that debt, or are you going to sue the
The
previous
previous
company?
company, yes.
You know, but they're various ways.
Yes, yes, yes,
But
yes, yeah.
I can't,
You
I
can't
can't
decide.
predict.
Yeah.
I can't tell
Yeah.
you what they're going to use it as, how they are going to.
But I think the representative need to be elected, because now when you bring the energy in and Shra and yourselves, the three parties need to come together and discuss.
That,
Yeah.
that's the first step. But the first step now is just to get in those forms. And then I will monitor the procedure and keep the records. They won't be able to fiddle with the records,
Yes, 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 yes.
which I think was maybe part of your problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because another thing is Councillor.
Another thing, when we said that office for us is scam, when they put someone into the intake unit, they want cash. Because we have I think plus minus 4 people, they came in cry. The office tell them, go and get cash. It was 2,100, which I forgot the unit number of that girl.
How is everybody at the reception? There's no transfer account you can. I said that if they want cash, then they would just fire those people because they're probably stealing.
And
They
that
want to
baby is
steal.
using number 37, not 10.
Most of you're all in a position to pay by electronic transfer.
Yes.
All in that position. There's no reason why they
Must
should
have bring
electronic
cash,
transfer.
yes.
And another thing, Council, when someone like, I'm staying there, it's been a long time I'm staying there, I bought a new thing, I can't enter to the gate. They say they want
The receipt.
the cash, the
receipt.
payment, this month payment slip. But I didn't comply. We promised them we're gonna comply, and they didn't tell us we are supposed to pay. So we can't even enter to the gate. They stopped the security saying what?
If you buy
A new bed
No,
or a
I-
new couch.
Okay, I'll discuss that.
They don't allow a tenant to bring new bed or your own one to change the old one to a new one. They don't want you to bring it
And
in.
the last thing, that lady from the office, when you want that 2.1, you want to, he says the rental at 2.1. After that, you want 4,000 couples. He said it's a deposit. You wanted cash.
And the funny part is that I would want a deposit to someone who has been staying there before.
No, I suspect that they're doing something wrong. I'm really suspicious when I ask for cash.
And one other thing, Councillor, what they do now, you are at work. When you come back, your door lock has been changed.
They lock you
They
out
lock you out.
without any.
For what reason?
They want
No
to put
reason.
another
They say-
person in, and your staff are in.
And
But who does this?
It's the office.
The office.
lady.
And who's in the office?
I think the office lady was
Can you
given
give me
powers.
in writing who they are?
Yes,
yes,
Matapelo.
we have Matapelo. The name is Matapelo. Can I forward you something?
Forward something,
Let me
forward as
say-
much
no,
as you
no,
can.
People have been kicked out of their units.
Of who's in
And
the office.
another thing, Councillor, they lock when they lock the room, inside of the room, there is your things. How they open that door? Because there is your things. You are sleeping there, you are not here. You are at work. When you come back, you find you will change
The lock.
Do you think it's not a it's a trespassing and it's a criminal actually?
Trespassing, invading of privacy,
Because
all of
it's
those
privacy.
laws, all of those.
Because we have 3 people, they were crying about it. We went in, it was in the middle of the night. There's no eviction to be here. They must give you 3 months after the court order.
Yeah.
The police say we can't evict the
Was
tenants
there
again.
the police come?
Yes, I find the police.
Who were the SAPS?
But they ended up not evicting because they said they also need a
So the police didn't act.
Didn't act.
Okay, no, that's fine. The police didn't act on it.
They're misleading them. They're misleading police.
They are only after money.
Now, that's obviously corrupt.
Yeah, it's really funny because I think the key thing for NPO to run that place, if it wasn't NPO, we would know. But
The police said that.
yeah,
So that's fine.
It's 92.
Sorry.
It's 92.
92. 92 falls.
This
Can
is
I
our
have
database. Can you photocopy for us?
Okay, I think that's all we need to do.
Yes.
And then I will come back to you
Yes.
and thanks for that.
Thank you, Councillor. Thank you. Have a nice day.
No, I'll hear.
Grouping ngoba nami bengenza ivideo ukuthi ngikhona baba ufuna ukubona abantu basegrouping ukuthi ama-contribution la bayakhipha for i-media for transport esize ngayo, transportation esize ngayo, you understand? Noma kulandekile ukuthi mhlawumbe ngikhiphe ama-10 rand sibone niplan sidla ini wakulandekile. So to celebrate for mina today is a celebration day for my side, you understand? Because ukhansela bakaloko abathinta nabo abathinta bakalindele basalindele thina Japan, and we did it. We did it. We didn't fail it. Ukhansela ngoba size kuye sifuna ukusithola usizo khona. So ngifuna ukuthi omunye nomunye uzobonga lana ku briefing asho ukuthi siyabonga ukhansela siyabonga ukuthi sibambisane ama-tenant sibambisane kuzokhuluma omunye akhulume sonke sikhulume lento le guys asipublisheni si-celebrate-eni we won siwinile Sondela ayisazoyini Sondela sazoyingina ngomsebenzi futhi ngiyabeye kakhulu ngizozikhethela khona ukhuluma maqala ngena ukhuluma Sondela ukhuluma ngiyakhetha ngisadlali mina ngena ukhuluma umuntu engimpontayo uyenza
igama lamuthi andi abakhumalo sibonga ngisacela ukubonga kakhulu umsebenzi enisenzele wona sibonga kakhulu muhle nalabo besihamba nabo ngiyabonga ukuthi sihambe nasaba sasafika la ngiyabonga
Masirame ngeni yo Kabelo Sondela
Yo, guys, in the guy, le Cllr, so everything was perfect. So guys, really go support. Ya because if I say that I not support, so support everything went well. Thank you.
Kabelo Sondela
siyabonga abahlali basondela ama-tenant basondela sicela nisukume niphakame masinitshela ukuthi lento le i-scam nibheke i-scam nalabafana laba bafotshara ama-payslip laba se-phase 1 lezi zinto zabo lezi siyazazi ukuthi zifotshariwe ama-fly-by night nalo muntu ozenzile siyamazi labafana abasebenzi into bafuna ukuyenza ukuthi Friday, Saturday, Sunday baphuza utshwala babrayi inyama basebenzaphi thina singasebenzi kudala sesondela mina isondela ngindwele kakhulu benginethwa imvula ubusuku nemini sithe kusuka lapha esondela kwaba nalamadamage ayenzekile amakhebula atshontshiwe itofu zatshontshwa bayaziwa abantu bayenze yonke le corruption but ngokuthi vele bangapha ekhwapheni leshira bazokwenza kuphumelela mara at the end sizoyinqoba isondela. Ngiyabonga Macabane.
Sanibonani. Ayisambe kahle kakhulu. Met the councillor, we spoke to the councillor and we has promised the issues that we have raised uzokhuluma nazo ne-Cllr, you know. I think it was a success all around. Yeah, we just need to wait and see. That's all I can say.
Phase 1, don't go on
Dumelang, le kae? Leina la ka ke nna Tracy wa Bajane. Ke rata go leboga ntwe ausiste le crew ya gage e ba dirileng ya ba lentšu la batho ba ba mahlo a batho ba ba ditsebe tša batho ba le goreng ne ba sa tsebe next ne ba tswalelegile bona ba emelela ba lwela batho ba le goreng ne ba sa kgone go titwela. So re leboga le councillor le ena a ile a re fa sebaka sa goreng a kgone go thaetša sello sa rena a kgone a wile go thuša goreng gore phumula megogo e re berekilego mo go ena re tuna ka yona ra leboga.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu ukuthi sikhonile ukusubmit ama-forms wethu. Bona lo ngibe singakhonanga ukuwasubmit. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Dumelang. Ke rata go leboga today Jajila Lehono has been a success because re fitlhile mo ke councillor gave us his time and a checka di form tša rena. By the way, ke black here at Sondela Village whereby re nyaka gore dilo di tsamaye ka lenaneo le gore every regulation e latelwe. So today re tlile mo re tsamaelana leader ya rena Sister Kena organizing everything else le batho ba le gore ba gona ba thusha. So today, as I'm saying, has been a success.
We want to thank everyone who really took his time to come and support the struggle. We want to stop this thing that is going on at Sondela, Cllr Spring. In fact, what people call it a scam, third party. Like it happened before, they ran away with huge amounts of money. So we want to stop that one. In fact, we want the government or a municipality to come and run as the agent themselves. So I want to thank everyone who's here, who supported the move.
Manda! Re amogelegile mo masepaleng councillor re amogetse re kgonne let them come about ka right hand side re tla go left hand side. We'll meet on the center and then at the end of the day we are the winner. Yes. We still gonna fight. Aluta continue.
Just for the last time.
Okay. Sanibonani. Ngiyabonga kakhulu indlela esisebenze ngayo noma bekunzima besingalali because sinesipend imali zethu besithi masiye office sithi socela amaform office sithi next iform ayithi kusinika isiport ukuthi masigcwalisele kubo ngaphakathi office into ithatha inzima kakhulu because office asikutheni kumanje athi engavunyelana nanga izinto esingekho lesi singavumelani nazo. Ingakho namhlanje sithanda ukubonga kakhulu bonke abantu abasisupportile nabantu abasisupportayo nawo abakhipha ama donation ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi ungeke kuphumelele. Ngibonga kakhulu sikwazi ukuphumelela siwasubmitile amaform ngendlela e right. Sithemba nawo sizohamba ngendlela e right. Siyabonga.